Hello everyone, Happy New Year, Ha'ole Makihikiho. 2023, it's here. Thank goodness. I'm actually quite grateful to have the beginning of a new year. Last year felt a bit on the bumpy side, and I'm wishing into a beautiful new year, not only for us here, but for all of you in your homes and your families and in your lives and in your stone worlds. Speaking of stone worlds, we have a new drop for you. Beautiful new pieces. And we're here to show you them today, and they will be dropping live on the website January 14th, which is a Saturday at 9 a.m. at mylaystones.com. So looking forward to showing you all the new pieces. Here we go. I'm going to start out with the best and the brightest in my world, River of Life. River of Life is one of my absolute favorite pieces. I love wearing my piece. It has been decades of joy. I love it. When I see people out in the world with one on, I'm always just like, oh my God, I love how that looks on you. So it's one of those things that has never tired over time for me. I absolutely love the River of Life. This particular one to me feels so vibrant, so colorful, and so alive. All the stones are very different shapes on here. I've got, big, juicy, bulbous ones and more lozenge-shaped ones. But the streamline of them, the continuity of color, there's something about this piece that I really, really love. For me, how this is normally worn, or how I like to wear it most often, is by putting the center bead at the nape of the neck and then wrapping it around and letting it come and drape down the front of the body. Now this can be adjusted. I know I have my Joy of Life on today, but this can be adjusted where it can be long or it can be tight up here by the neck, and then the rest of it drapes down the body. One of the things I love about this particular one too is I've centered right here by the face the turquoise color, which I love having the turquoise color around my face. It's different, when it's the greens that are centered around right in the neck, or the oranges and the reds. So this one has the turquoises in the center. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on the stand because I don't think I was supposed to remove it.
You're good. You can do whatever.
Right. Some of the stones that are on this piece, Amazonite, Peruvian blue opal, Triolite from Brazil, aquamarine, Awahi blue opal, purple jade, lapis lazuli, sapphire, fabulous Zambian amethyst, chrysocolla, California demorterite and shattuckite, wonderful Nigerian tourmaline, chrysoprase from Australia, prehnite from Australia, mitrolite. So many incredible stones. Baltic amber, orange chalcedony, peridot, guava quartz or grossular garnet, morganite, rhodochrosite, rose quartz, ruby, Madeira citrine, and hessonite garnet, and mookite. I mean, literally just a plethora of different types of stones in this beautiful, one-of-a-kind River of Life. So one of the beautiful things about this drop is we have really juicy, gorgeous celebrations. These celebration lariats. This particular lariat is almost all really high quality Zambian amethyst. There are a few pieces of amethyst that are interesting from other locales. I have some Bolivian on here and a little bit of Brazilian on here, but the majority of it is all Zambian amethyst. And there's like 47 stones on this piece. And one of the cool things about this particular celebration is that there is like a little barrel bead right here at the center of this piece. So if you were to wear this like we do the river, where you wrap it and wear it shorter, that you have a nice size barrel bead right here at the nape of the neck. And amethyst celebration. So another fabulous celebration is the juiciness of this orange chalcedony, Namibian orange chalcedony. A couple of interesting characteristics of this particular celebration is, again, a barrel bead right here in the center. I wear it most often just like this, but if I was to wear it also where I wrap it around so it's a little bit on the shorter side, sometimes I wear it like this when I have a collared shirt, but that way it's a little shorter and I have more going on right up here rather than the length of it, that it has this juicy barrel bead right there. Another beautiful characteristic is it's so rare that we have such a really cool round bead here also on this particular celebration. So incredibly juicy, gorgeous color of orange chalcedony in the celebration. Amazonite! Amazon women unite! Amazon women unite! So mostly Brazilian. There's a little bit of Peruvian and a little bit of Russian Amazonite on here. Some of the Russian is this little darker in color, and some of the Peruvian is a little bit more robin's egg blue, but really uniformly gorgeous size and shape of these stones in this Amazonite Lariat. I get so excited about clear crystal Lariat. You know, besides my aquamarine, my absolute favorite Lariat of all time is my quartz crystal Lariat. And this one is gorgeous, super clear Arkansas quartz crystal. It is so beautiful. All of the stones are nice, fat, juicy stones, but just the right size so that they're not heavy. This is just, to me, like the perfect configuration of size and shape of stones for a Lariat. Okay, so two of my very favorite all-time Lariats of all time. In my world, I have worn my quartz crystal and my aquamarine more than any two Lariats ever. You know, that could be just about me personally and what I learn and what I glean from them, but they just seem to go with everything. They go with my feeling, my mood, everything. So aquamarine, all of it is from Angola in Africa, but some of the pieces have a little bit of that chatoyance or a cat's eye effect. Really good size of stones, like the height of the stones, so they're nice and juicy and visible, and the color of them. Some bigger pieces, some smaller pieces, it gives a good variety. Aquamarine. Our last celebration piece also is very unique. Again, here we have a centerpiece. So if you're wearing it like we do the river, you can have this in the center. This is penolith. We have zebra stone, black petrified palm tree wood, black tourmaline, and some black basalt, and these really juicy Montana agate, another penolith bead here, and also some dendritic agate. Beautiful for that contrasty black and white mood. Earrings, new earrings for a new year. So Amazonite. These are beautiful. You can kind of see how dainty these ones are. I know I make a lot of big earrings and I have a lot more big, beautiful earrings coming out, but these ones are nice and dainty for the person who likes to have not so much weight on your ear. Beautiful Amazonite, Brazilian Amazonite earrings. Next, we have incredible gem silica with a lot of dendritic structure and some malachite going on, a lot of translucency to these gem silica earrings. The basis of them is gem silica out of Peru, but these little beads at the top are really old Arizona gem silica. So you can see the size of those on the ear. Incredible material, incredible color. Not something that we will see every day, maybe even again. Next, here's these beautiful trilite earrings. It's named trilite because it comes in a formation with 3 other stones. This particular is just one type of stone, which is actually like a mass formation of a quartz infused blue tourmaline that comes out of Brazil. Because these are cut nice and thin, the weight is fantastic, and they have a lot of translucency. So beautiful blue corn, like a cornflower blue color, beautiful pair. This is just such a really nice pair of the Triolite. Next, we have this incredible pair of little barrel-shaped Peruvian Amazonite. So this Amazonite has that more robin's egg blue color, which is really difficult sometimes, especially to get them kind of matched in color. So these are really beautifully matched in color, in size, and one of the nicer light styles of earrings to wear if you like to wear for every day. Blue Chalcedony. This is Namibian Blue Chalcedony, and this pair has such incredible saturation. The saturation of the color of this Blue Chalcedony is some of the best I've ever seen. Like, it's so beautiful. You know, as they come and go, like through the years, you know, being able to have really good high quality Namibian Blue Chalcedony is one of those things. I bought a lot years ago, and I have been slowly really cutting into decades of storage. So this is not material I find easy to get and to replace now, or have been able to replace for the last 6 years. So there might be an end to the Blue Chalcedony, just letting you know, unless some more is found. Namibian Blue Chalcedony, beautiful pair. Ooh, topaz, Nigerian blue topaz. Such a high refractive index. We love how it takes the light and sends it back out into the world. These are this little, what we call double stack earrings. This literally 2 beads that are stacked one upon the other. It's a style that's incredibly easy to wear. If you're one of those people like I have been so often in my life, just putting one pair of earrings in and then eating, sleeping, surfing, playing, mountain climbing, biking, whatever you're doing them in that one pair of earrings until you think about it 2 months or 3 months later. These are those kinds of earrings, double stack. Here's another pair, but this pair is in the rose quartz. This rose quartz is some of the highest saturation this is actually Brazilian. This is some Brazilian rose quartz, which normally don't have that kind of saturation as I get from the Madagascar, but this particular pair is cut out of some Brazilian material. Again, the kind of earring you can do every day. These are extra special. This is Brazilian orange opal. And this opal has just such a sweet way of being. These are nice and light, very dangly. When they move, they're going to have a lot of movement to the light. And this beautiful orange color, it's Brazilian opal. Peridot. Ooh, this is San Carlos, Arizona San Carlos Peridot. Cool thing about these earrings too is like they've got the 2 bead dangles with the little drops, just like we have with the orange opal, and this just creates so much more room for movement in the earrings, and that the way the light plays with the color of the stone. So beautiful San Carlos Peridot earrings. I mean, I've been really concentrating on trying to make some more Peridot earrings this year. I would say in the last 10 years, the amount of Peridot earrings that we've come out with in the studio that we've cut is, you know, maybe 4 or 5 pairs. Like, there's not been a huge amount of Peridot earrings, so just saying when something's special. This is a really unusual tourmaline. The origin story of even when I got it was, it's like a very different cut of the tourmaline crystal. So the tourmaline crystal is usually flat on one end, flat on the other end, and this is like a slice of the tourmaline crystal that is really green, but almost like an olive green. Beautiful color, a little deeper in color than some of the green tourmaline that I've worked. Citrine, beautiful citrine, a little different in color because these are natural citrine from the Congo. It's not quite as yellow or orange yellow in color. It's a little bit more brown yellow in color. But the way that it captures and dances with the light, and just the shape of these pieces and how they are on the body, absolutely beautiful. Let me hold those up to you so you can see what those will look like on. incredible shape to these. I love the shape of these. And speaking of light and the way that light is captured and moves, like one of the stones that I love the most about how it does that is scapolite. Here's this, our famous little saucer shape. It's a very difficult shape to make in stone. Well, I mean, relatively. It's more time consuming. It's not so much that it's difficult, it's just very, very time consuming. Because for us to get, for me to like cut the shape of this, oftentimes I have to start with a much larger stone and then cut it down so that it has this nice saucer edge to it, but it's a little bit thinner at the top, so it has to be tapered in a very particular way so that it not only captures the light, bends the light, sends the light back out, but it also makes it so that it dangles nicely and it fits on the wire properly. So beautiful, two dangle scapolite earrings. Montana agate. Partially this has been inspired by Sarah in the studio's love of agates, but somehow like her joy with all of the agates and how she relates to them has opened my eyes back up to so many of the agates that I collected and have in my collection from 29 years ago when I was really working mostly in Oregon and going to Oregon gem shows. I have a lot of agates stashed from those periods of time. This Montana agate is known all over the world. It's beautiful with its dendrite structure. This particular one is just like a butterfly cut so that these pieces are like mirror images of each other but very different. Gorgeous material, gorgeous shape. Love Montana agate. This particular pair is also Montana agate, but very, very different. This shows when you can see the light coming through these, you can see the definition of the botryoidal formation in the agate. And then this very uniquely has this gorgeous dendrite structure so well displayed in this particular part, and then a smaller one on the other side. So matching but not matching, very avant-garde, beautiful Montana agate earrings. One other type of agate. So this is like a geode, right? Where in the center we have our druzy pocket. I'm going to show you in a larger structure where you can understand that it's something like this, right? We have our agate growing around the outside. We have a pocket in the center where the geode is empty, where druzy often grows. Like this particular isn't like crystal druzy, but it's just a very soft inner opening. This is exactly what's happened here, but on a much, much smaller scale. These particular pieces are actually fossil coral agates. So they were originally coral branches that fossilized, that have this agatized structure with a little druzy pocket on the inside. These literally are butterfly pieces. They were right next to each other. Then I cut them open and shaped and polished them from there. Two bead dangles. When the light is coming through them, you can see that iris agate effect, coral agate. One of the reasons why I wanted to show you this piece first is so that you could understand these pièces de la résistance, like best for last. Love these earrings. Favorite of everyone in the studio except for Ryan and I, who helped cut them because they were really, really, really hard to cut. That being because first of all, they were cut kind of thick and we had to cut them way down, and we wanted to protect this little druzy layer right in here so that they're all hand polished and they're quite large. So this beautiful, we still have all the little crystals on this little druzy inside pocket. And I'll show you the size of these so you can see what they would look like on. I kind of like it with the little druzy going to the inside of the face. So there would be like this one on this side and the other one on the other side. They are dramatic, beautiful, and again, when you're looking through, when the light comes through these, it has that kind of iris agate effect. So that is what we have in our drop this time around. Heads up, the next drop might be coming sooner than you think, and Just a reminder, if you're interested in anything for Tucson, be sure to reach out to the studio.